Hello, WTF fam. Welcome to another episode of WTF. Today, we are doing the Premier League roundup. We'll be looking at some of the football that took place over the weekend, analyzing unbiased opinions, obviously, trying to dissect some of the results, and maybe just basically the conversation that we'll be having amongst us. Please feel free to like and comment. If you haven't subscribed on the channel, please subscribe, share this content. We are growing. But without further ado, let's start with our first game, which took place at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Chelsea 1. What a game. What a game. As a neutral, I actually enjoyed that game, to be honest. Before we actually start, Liverpool now at top of the league. They've only lost once. They've conceded only 3 times over the season. That is impressive, to be honest. That is impressive. I know a lot of people who don't really regard Liverpool as title contenders. I think by the end of the season, Liverpool should be competing for the title, to be honest. But before we get into this game and talk about it, I just want to talk about one guy in particular, or one guy specifically, Mohamed Salah. Mohamed, this guy, man, what more is there to say about it? I just don't understand. Honestly, I just don't understand people who don't respect Mo Salah. He's been doing the same thing for 8 seasons now. Before late game week, I was setting up my fantasy and I had no doubt that Salah would be my captain. I know him. I've watched him time and time again in big games that matter. He always takes it upon himself to decide those games. That performance yesterday, that was a complete winner. Liverpool, at some point in that game, were just playing route one from Kelleher to Salah. He'd protect that ball, he'd turn, he'd invite pressure. Came up with a goal, came up with an incredible assist. Salah, we've watched this incredible development from Salah where he moved from just being a goal scorer to being a creator. He's been one of the best creators in the league. I think he has 2, I could be wrong, but I think he has, I'm not for a fact when I playmaker award that he has. It could be 2 because Salah has always been one of our best creators over the last couple of years. That performance yesterday, man, Salah, he such a brilliant, one of the best we've ever seen, hands down. Salah, when it comes to production, producing important moments, deciding games for a club, we haven't seen anything like Salah. The level of consistency at which he does the production yake, efficiency yake, the level of consistency at which Salah has decided in big games, I don't think we've ever seen anything. Maybe Bar Thierry Henry, we haven't seen anything like that. All the elite players that we know have all taken a gap. They've all taken a break. With Salah, since he stepped foot in this league, he's been running it non-stop, game after game, week after week, match after match, season after season. He doesn't get injured. He always take that responsibility, that attack burden for Liverpool. He has taken it upon himself to ensure that Liverpool during the games, he carries their attack. His production level is one of the best we've ever seen. The way he produces, the way he's so efficient with his numbers, it's one of the best we've ever seen. Salah is the best player we've ever. He's the best player in the Premier League of the last decade. Like, we haven't seen anything like this. He's a freak. He is a freak, Salah. And that performance yesterday, man, it's just a complete winner's performance. He dictates Liverpool's final third actions, Salah. Like, it's like everything should go through him in that final third. And he has this knack of making all the right decisions, the right pass, the right measure. Either he takes on his players and he scores. It's just a phenomenal footballer, man. Shout out to Mo Salah. That was a good performance. This is why I keep saying about Liverpool, right? If you have a player of the level of Mo Salah in your attack, and you have a player of the level of Van Dijk in your defense, then there's no reason for you not to compete. They will carry Liverpool to greater heights, man. Anyways, shout out to Mo Salah. That was a good performance. I thought I should give him his dues. Talking about that performance, right? About that game. Let me start by talking about the Chelsea, to be honest. If you're a Chelsea fan, you have no reason to worry about the season, to be honest. That was a good performance, to be honest. I thought Chelsea were comfortable in that game yesterday. in position, to be honest. I thought the Chelsea, they were coming, especially their midfield. The moment Caicedo no Lavia, the moment Enzo deploys Caicedo and Lavia in that midfield and drops Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea will unlock another level, to be honest. If the moment Enzo gets dropped by Enzo and he plays Caicedo and Lavia, Chelsea will hit another level, which they might make them favorites for the top four. That midfield too, Caicedo had a dominant performance on Caicedo. That was a dominant performance by Caicedo. Off the ball, he was aggressive. In position, he was protecting the ball. He knew how to progress the play. The type of spaces he was covering in that midfield, off and on the ball, was just brilliant performance by Caicedo. I'm actually happy to see him finally performing to his level, to be honest. Last season, I thought he was poor. Now he's finally performing to his level. Caicedo complements it because Caicedo is brilliant with the ball. He can turn easily. Lavia, sorry, he can turn easily. He can make the right pass. Those two complement each other. It was a it was a good performance in them. I thought Chelsea, especially in that first half, for a big part of that first half, I thought they controlled that midfield. But Liverpool were not faced, to be honest. I don't think at any point in that game Liverpool were ever uncomfortable. I thought that, especially their defense, I thought of Van Dijk, Konate, Trent, they played well. Madueke tried to make Europa a bit uncomfortable, but Europa handled his own. So I thought Liverpool were it was a professional performance by Liverpool in that first half. They knew that, okay, maybe Chelsea, they read the game. They knew that, okay, they saw that Chelsea has all the position, they dominate the midfield. They were just comfortable in defense. They knew that, okay, we're just going to play route one, throw Salah, he'll keep the ball and then push up the field. So it was a professional. I don't think Liverpool were faced at any moment in that game, because they knew that Chelsea aren't troubling them. So they know that they have Salah, whom they can always count on to provide a moment of magic for them, which he did. I thought Lukaku played well, to be honest. I thought Lukaku played well. Nunez, when he came on, he was inspiring for Liverpool's attack. He played well. He helped them off the ball. Gravenberch was okay. He played okay, to be honest. Jones, I thought Jones was impactful. I thought it was impactful. I didn't think his performance was that good. I thought it was impactful. But was like still poor, man. I think maybe Liverpool will find a way to phase him out, to be honest. With Mike coming in, I think Sob might be the guy they phase out, especially if Jones continues to be impactful. But Liverpool, it was a professional performance for Liverpool overall, to be honest. They got the job done, and it felt like Liverpool were going to win that game. The moment the Chelsea equalized through Nico Jackson, Liverpool scored a couple of minutes after. And then Liverpool looked to be like they would score again. So it was a professional performance by Liverpool. I was actually impressed by Liverpool. I don't think it was their best performance. I just feel like it was professional, it was controlled. Because usually in Liverpool at Anfield, they pepper teams, like they bully teams. But yesterday it felt like Liverpool kind of like understood that maybe Chelsea were controlling the ball a bit better. So they just they started the game and they saw, okay, maybe Chelsea, they aren't dangerous with the ball in their feet. They're not doing anything with the position. So Liverpool was just professional with the way they played the game, to be honest. Because every time Liverpool attacked, and Chelsea looked shaky in defense. So every time Liverpool attacked, it felt like they could create something. So, but when Chelsea has the ball, Liverpool was not faced. I felt like it was a professional performance by Liverpool. Chelsea, on the other hand, I don't know. I feel like Chelsea will be okay this season, to be honest. I think they will have a much better season compared to last season, especially if all their players are available. Lavia, to be specific, or James. I didn't really like that defense. I thought they were a bit shaky. Tosin was not comfortable. Lupadiashila, when he came on, was not comfortable. Sanchez, I got a text that I should be talking about Sanchez. Listen, Sanchez, right? Listen, when Chelsea signed Sanchez, he was dropped by Brighton. When Chelsea signed Sanchez, he had lost his place on Brighton. That was a sign enough. You don't take that. It's rare that you ever see goalkeepers fail upwards successfully. I don't even remember a situation where, from the top of my head, where a goalkeeper has ever failed successfully upwards. I mean, Kepa has been to Madrid, but it wasn't a successful spell. So the signs were there, to be honest. Sanchez is not a top-level goalkeeper for a side who wants to achieve top things. So if Chelsea will need to find a way, especially with the amount of Manchester have spent, they have to have spent another money on a top goalkeeper. So Sanchez, man, it doesn't surprise me that Sanchez is poor and that Chelsea fans are frustrated with him. The proof is in the pudding. He was dropped by Brighton and Chelsea decided to save him. So it doesn't always work. But other than that, Chelsea should be fine to rest this season. With Jackson is firing, they need to drop Sancho. Let's talk about Sancho. I've been seeing a lot of from Chelsea fans hyping up Sancho. I've watched those games, right? The thing is, people are too stat biased. So the moment you provide a stat, automatically you've had a good performance. I've been watching Sancho. The performance that he had yesterday, Sancho, is a Sancho performance against a good right back, someone who's gonna get tight. He's not a good dribbler. He doesn't create his solutions out of nothing. Trent last night locked up Sancho. He locked him up easily. And Trent is known to be, by public perception, to be one of the easiest right backs to dribble past. But Trent had the easiest day yesterday. Sancho was poor. It was when Neto came in, a direct wing, I think, actually running behind, dribble with the ball. That was Trent started to, but Trent did well with that as well. But Orlando's Neto provided different threat to Sancho. Sancho was poor yesterday. I actually think Chelsea, the moment they drop ends on Sancho, find a way to bafake Lavia and Pedro Neto, they're gonna hit another level, to be honest. Now, I'm sure a lot of people want me to talk about Cole Palmer. Listen, I've stopped you guys. I've stopped you guys. I have a video. I've stopped you. I've tried. I'm stopping people. Do not call Cole Palmer the best player in the Premier League. That's putting because you know what you do at the end of the day, you raise expectations on the levels that this boy has not performed in, and then when it does not deliver, you call it a poor performance. You call it the stink fest. You say it's overrated. I've stopped you. Cole Palmer is not the best player in the Premier League. He's a good player that's having fun right now. Let's just enjoy him. We need to stop. English media they're gonna chew him up. They've hyped him up now. They call him the best, one of the best players in the world, the best in the Premier League. They've hyped him up. Now he cannot perform in those games that require. Salah, best player in the Premier League yesterday, he performed. He's the best player in the Premier League. Now Cole Palmer, you cannot perform in those levels at the consistency that is required to be the best player in the Premier League. They're gonna chew him up, and that boy did not ask that for himself. So let's just enjoy him. He is not the best player in the Premier League. He's a good footballer that's having a good run. Full stop. Yesterday, we had a quiet game, and it's expected of footballers of that quality, footballers who are just having fun. Every now and then, they have quiet games. It is when you are regarded or when you are the best in the world or in the Premier League that you are not allowed to drop those performances. And Palmer is not, so he's allowed. Let's move on from that. I'm not gonna chew the boy. I'm not gonna trash talk him because I've told you guys. I've said what it is. He's not the best player in the Premier League. Therefore, I'm not mad at him. I don't think he had a good game. And I'm not mad. That was an Anfield, was a typical game. So that's fine. Let's move on from that. Right? If you think he's the best player in the Premier League, then that's on you. That is on you. So let's move on from that. Other than that, Chelsea should be fine this season, to be honest. If you're a Chelsea fan, performance-wise, I thought Chelsea played well yesterday. Performance-wise, they played well. I didn't think they were going to beat Liverpool, to be honest. They didn't look like they were going to beat Liverpool, but they played enough. They played well, to be honest. Liverpool, on the other hand, another 3 points. Another 3 points in a difficult game because people have been saying that Liverpool have not been tested this yet. So yesterday was one of the tests. They passed it. I keep saying this. I expect Liverpool to do what they did last season, compete for the title, and let's see what happens. I think they have enough quality in their disposal to do that. So let's watch. Let's just watch. I'm not saying anything. I don't want to put pressure on Liverpool fans or whatever. But Liverpool have enough quality to be in the top 3 this season, and they've showed yesterday. It was a quality performance. It was just professional. It wasn't domination. It wasn't. They were not destroying Chelsea. Chelsea could say they had a lot of joy, especially in that midfield. But Liverpool were composed. They were professional. So there isn't. I think Liverpool with I don't know. Maybe this is me being because I like Nunez. I actually think Liverpool also, man, with Nunez, Salah, Diaz or Gakpo, they could also hit another level, to be honest, in their attacking force. especially if they drop someone like maybe play with Jones or Elliott. I'm a huge fan of Elliott. Then they can also improve. That's just my opinion. So in Liverpool will be okay. Will be okay. They played well yesterday. They are top of the league, deservingly. They've been one of the best performing clubs in the Premier League thus far. So as for Liverpool, I expect them to finish in the top three. Good performance. They have a tough week. I think they're playing Leipzig in the Champions League, and they are playing Arsenal next week, which should be a tough game. So we'll see. But yeah, man, good performance by Mo Salah specifically. Mo Salah continues to deliver. Arne Slot is Liverpool aren't suffering from that club fever yet. They are doing well under Arne Slot. Chelsea is doing okay. I was actually impressed with Chelsea's performance. I don't think it was wow. I was just impressed with it was especially that midfield performance. I thought their defense was shaky, but that midfield was brilliant. Caicedo and Lavia will take a chance to better heights. Now let's go to another game, our second game that we'll cover today, which is Manchester City and Wolverhampton Wanderers. Wolves, man. They were so close. Wolves were so close. But here's the thing with Man City. Man City have mastered this, this never say die attitude. Man City, they've mastered that. Man City. A game is not over until the whistle when it comes to Man City. Literally, you could think that, that you have earned a point and they get a corner. They've done at least that twice or three times this season already. They've won leagues doing that. So Man City are the master of that. It was just they are mentality monsters. Man City. They are mentality monsters. But forget about that. Let's talk about the performances. Listen, Man City, right? Listen, Man City are struggling right now when it comes to. They control the game, right? They control the game as well as they possibly can, or as well as they used to. But they are too vulnerable when it comes to transition. Whenever they face an opposition that has a runner in midfield, a guy who can carry the ball and run, they are vulnerable. They can be guarded. Like that's what we saw with Wolves. Wolves just got so many openings just from carrying the ball twice because Man City and they don't have who disturbing those situations. And the Men City are just vulnerable in that they as soon as an opposition has runners in midfield, they can hit Man City. Also, Man City control the ball, right? They keep them. I think this is evidence of the lack of a creation, of which is I understand. To be honest, I'm not even gonna try and be harsh on Man City. They are missing one of the best creators we've ever seen with KDB. So they keep a lot of position, but they don't really know what to do with it. Guavio is basically their second best attack, Guavio, after Haaland. And Haaland right now, it's just such a sad sight to see, to be honest. When you watch Man City, you watch Haaland, it's just, you could tell that he's frustrated. He's not doing it, he's not getting it, he's not missing any chances. He's not even missing any chances. No one is creating Haaland. They passing sideways. Clubs find Joe just parking the bus against Man City because Man City don't have creators in their disposal. Their best creator, KDB, is injured. Another one of their best creators, which is Gundogan, is listen, soon we'll be having uncomfortable conversations about Gundogan. He is not performing to his level best. And no one else can actually create for Man City. Those are basically there are two creators. No one else can create for Man City. Udogu no Savinho, they look busy but not dangerous. They are busy, but Savinho is trying. Udogu is like you watch Man City, you don't even know how they're gonna score. To be honest, like I'm telling you, I was watching Man City against Wolves. I didn't even know how they're gonna score. But obviously, Guardiola has been doing that for 2 seasons now, where he just chops on his right and carries it. It's a signature move. So he did that. Then they got a corner. I wasn't even watching at that point. I had gone out of my house. I came back. I'm excited, thinking that Man City had dropped 2 points. I see Man City celebrating. They won 2-1 stones. I didn't even see that part, but that's Man City for you. That is Man City for you. I don't think they're playing particularly well. They have a lot of underperformance, Man City, especially in the attack. Bernardo Silva is underperforming. Gundogan is underperforming. Kovacic is doing okay, to be honest. I don't think Kovacic is bad. I think he's doing okay. Their defense, it's easy to go behind their defense. They concede a lot of goals, Man City. They consider a lot of chances. Clubs just miss against Man City, whatever reason. Clubs, I think it's a mental barrier. They miss against Man City. Haaland looks lost. I think Pep needs to find a way to play Grealish. And as weird as this may sound coming from me, but Grealish is one of their okay creators. Grealish can create a chance at least. He keeps the ball well. He can take on his defenders. He's a little bit smarter in position as compared to Doku. I think when Man City plays Grealish, they can find a bit of joy in position rather is better than what they do now, to be honest. Grealish is a better creator than what they have at their disposal. Other than that, it's another win for Man City. I mean, it's one of those games that you look at and think Man City are poor, but they got the 3 points. They are well within the title race. And then soon KDB will come back. Then KDB will turn all this position into chances. KDB will turn all this position. Then Haaland will eat again. Then Man City are winning the title. So, but right now, I don't know. I'm sure Man City fans might agree. I mean, so this is not even me hating. Man City aren't playing well. They aren't scary. They don't know what to do with the position. It's just it's Man City early season, man. I don't know. It happens almost every season, but this time it's a bit concerning, to be honest. If you're a citizen, I don't. They just look. Diaz, you watch Diaz, right? He is by the edge of the box. He's the one who wants to take shots, but he knows that if he takes shots, he's probably not going to score. He doesn't have like a good ball striking ability. Guavion looks threatening. I can't lie. Whenever Guavion touches the ball, I'm scared because he actually has a good feet and he is actually good with football. Other than that, I don't know. I don't watch Man City and think that they'll score, to be honest. I don't particularly think Man City are playing well at this current moment. But it doesn't matter because they are winning games. They are winning games. Away at Molineux is not an easy game. Like I said about Liverpool the last time I did the Premier League roundup. Away at Molineux is not an easy game. And Man City got the win. So I guess it was a good game. It was a good day for Man City. They got the win. They got results. Other than that, the performances they are just not good. They are just not good. But it doesn't matter. Maybe Haaland will find a way to. It's been 3 games without a goal now. By his standards, that's a drought. By his standard, I don't know. I don't know. Pep is a weird one for me. He'll bench you. He'll play you. He'll play well. He'll bench you again. So I don't know what Pep is doing with Man City, man. But they are winning games, so I guess that's all that matters. I know. Maybe citizens will listen to this part of the section and think that maybe I've underanalyzed their game. But there's nothing for me to say. That performance wasn't good. There were no good performers. Maybe Bag Guavion and maybe Stones was okay. I don't think Rico Williams was good yesterday. It wasn't bad, by the way. I'm just saying there isn't much to say about him. Their Menzies attack was not that good. Savinho tried to take on Ainor a couple of times, but it didn't result to anything useful. Udoku didn't do much. Ugundo is not doing well. I'm sorry, sis, there isn't a lot for me to say about your team right now. I can't take anything away from that performance. I didn't particularly think it was good. As a Wolves fan in that game, I wasn't moved much. I didn't really feel shaken. I was just watching. And I was thinking, how will Man City score in this game? And I couldn't find any. So because you guys weren't creating enough chances, it was just a stale performance from Man City. That's just it. Now let's talk about Bournemouth 2, Arsenal 0. I mean, even Arsenal are a bit weird right now. Yes, Arsenal are a bit weird right now. To be honest, even before that red card, right? I didn't really think the Arsenal were particularly playing well before that red card. I didn't think we were threatening enough. We didn't even have enough possession. Like we weren't controlling the game as well as we used to. But it didn't really matter at that time, to be honest. I think we missed our best creator, man. Because we got position in dangerous areas just when creating enough chances. I think that's similar thing I said to Man City, right? Without KDB. You have all the position, but you're not creating enough chances. Also, I think we suffer the same thing with Osaka, who's our best creator. We had all the position, but we just couldn't create anything out of that. It would go to Trossard or go to Sterling. They're not elite creators. I didn't, and then we got a red card, obviously, which I should have probably mentioned this in that Liverpool Chelsea segment. That Saliba's incident was a red card, in my opinion, right? Same with that Chelsea one. Those are red cards. Those are red card incidents. Now, here's the thing, right? If you want to be over, like you want to overanalyze the situation, Saliba was probably going to catch that guy. He's that for the evidence is there. Saliba has chased and caught guys. Raya was saying behind, Ben White was there. He could have caught that guy. But the fact is, he stopped a potential opportunity, a potential clear cut goal opportunity. So that's a red card. Similarly to Tosin. So I don't really understand why the situation are really different. But I don't want to make this about that. I don't. Yeah, Arsenal, that game there. Maybe it was about time they got punished, to be honest. I mean, it's been three games now they got a red card. And they managed to draw the past two against Brighton and Man City. Maybe it was about time they got punished this time. Because after they got that red card, Arsenal started to revert into that survival mode where they were just gonna kill, and they almost scored. But imagine they almost scored, but he missed. So had they scored that, they were probably gonna go on and win that game. So maybe it was about time they got punished. But Arsenal lost that game 2-0. Is it panic station yet? No, not even close. It's not even close. This is where I get pissed when I hear people's opinion. This is why I probably wanted to start this channel anyways, just so I can try and convince as many people as I can. You don't just look at football based off current results and determine the state of a club. It doesn't work like that. And there's a lot of factors that come into play. Arsenal this season have had probably the most difficult schedule right now, and they've kind of like done well up until this point. The points that they've dropped, it's always the points that they've got 10 men in. Like they dropped 2 points against Man City, they had 10 men. 2 points against Brighton, they had 10 men. 2 points against Bournemouth, they had 10 men. Every other game away, the results. They've won every other game. Arsenal, this was the second loss in 2024 that the entire year that they've lost. So I don't understand why people are behaving the way they're behaving, to be honest. It's a loss that happened based off the context of the situation of the game. Because I'm sure Arsenal was not going to lose that game. They had 11 men. So this isn't to say that Arsenal right now are not good enough to compete for it. Nah, it's fine. It's a loss. You accept those. You accept that kind of loss. And you move on and hope that maybe next game you keep your 11 men. The next game that Arsenal play, they're playing against Liverpool at Emirates. Now, they're in a situation where they probably can't afford to lose that game. So this is where we watch and see how they behave. Maybe that could shape up their season. Still early, but maybe potentially it could shape up their season. Because if they lose, they go 7 points behind Liverpool. But now it's just a lose, man. I don't think Arsenal were good in that 20 minutes that they played. But sometimes teams take a lot of time to develop into games, especially Arsenal. We've been doing that so far this season where they win games late. So who knows what's going to happen? Personally, I don't think nothing has changed to my initial predictions of the season. Nothing has changed. I think Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool are coming for the title. Arsenal lost their first game of the season. Man City are the only club to have not lost this far. I guess it was a good day for the haters. I guess Arsenal fans, they overreact. Our Arsenal fans, I don't understand. Arsenal fans, they overreact. Arsenal is fine. Arteta is not worried. I am not worried, to be honest. I'm not worried. I'm chilled. I thought it was just a bad day at the office. We'll bounce back. Eventually bounce back, man. As soon as we get our best players back, hopefully they come back soon. Oh, Saka. More especially Saka. He has to come back soon. More especially him. Arsenal without Saka, they drop a couple of steps down. So they need him back as soon as possible. Saliba will be missing a couple of games. Arsenal should do well without him, to be honest, especially if Timber comes back. Yeah, but that's sad with Arsenal, to be honest. It's not panic station yet. It's a frustrating result not to win, especially that Liverpool and Man City have won. It's frustrating, obviously, not to win, but it's not for me. It was just a bad day, obviously. That's how I look. I was like, we lost. It's fine. We should win our next games. That's it. We should win our games. Keep your 11 players, win our next games. You get a good run of form, you win your games, and then this is all forgotten. So I don't know. It was a good result for Bournemouth, though. It was a good result for Bournemouth. Bournemouth is one of the well-coached teams in the Premier League. Bournemouth are well-coached. But as for Arsenal, it was a bad day, though, because I didn't really like that lineup that Arteta set up, to be honest. I don't want to talk about Trossard. I don't want to start any agendas. I have my opinion on him, but I don't want to say it's the reason we lost that game yesterday. Yeah, that's it, to be honest. It wasn't a good game. Maybe it was a good game if you want Arsenal to lose or you are a Bournemouth fan. But it wasn't a good game for me to analyze. It was just like a must win for it's a game that was a must win for Bournemouth given the circumstances of the game, and they won. Arsenal lost 2-0. They tried to control as much as they possibly can, not to get any worse. They got a penalty from Ukivio. Arsenal has weird injuries from Ukivio. And that was it, to be honest. That was it. Do I think do I think that has any that result has any negativity towards the season Arsenal going forth? No, not yet. Not yet. We'll see later in the season. I don't think it changes anything. Honestly, I don't think it changes anything. Arsenal have enough quality to gain momentum and move on. So yeah, man, that's that from that game. The last game we'll talk about is Man United. Man United. They won 2-1 against Brentford. Man United. I mean, first half United were not good, to be honest. I don't think United were that particularly good in the first half. They had possession. They didn't create any clear-cut chances. Then Brentford scored. Ethan Pinnock scored from the header, from a corner. United looks to be in trouble again. Until this boy, I like this boy, man. Alejandro Garnacho. I love Garnacho. If you know me, you know I love Garnacho. Now, this boy has split opinions, right? There are people who don't rate him for reasons I don't know, to be honest, because of Garnacho. Young boy who is relentless in position. He's always running. He carries the ball so well. He's a good dribbler. He is actually a good goal scorer. Garnacho is a good goal scorer. He has good numbers. I don't really understand why people don't rate him. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I never really know why people don't rate Garnacho. I never really know why people don't. He's a good footballer, Garnacho. You could tell that this is a great player in the making, and the way he inspired United, like he's been doing whenever he's available over the past season, this season, whenever he's available, he's always looked to inspire United. United started to play through him, and he just carried United. He just carried United time and time again. You could tell that Garnacho would win this game for United time and time again. He took on his right back, drifted on the inside and the outside, create chances. He even scored a beautiful goal. Garnacho is just a phenomenal footballer, man. It was a good performance by him. Now, United ended up winning another goal from Højlund. Now, I hope that helps his confidence, Højlund. Strikers feed off from it was a good finish by him. Good assist by Bruno. But yeah, it was I think United played well in the second half, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. United played so well in the second half. It was a professional performance in the second half. They played so well. They were aggressive. They pressed so high. They kept position so well. They kept in dangerous places. United played so well in the second half, to be honest. It's been better than what they've been showing compared to their previous games. And I think Garnacho was the main reason to that. He needs to be playing regularly for United. And if fans need to be patient with that boy, I'm telling you, Garnacho is a good footballer. He has shown it time and time again. I don't know why people don't rate that boy here. But does this result actually mean anything for United? I guess, I mean, I don't really know what the target is for United. If it's top four, they probably need to find a bit of consistency rather. I'm not entirely moved by United as of yet, but I thought that second half performance was actually good enough for them. If they could find a way to continue with that second half performance, then maybe they might have a much better season, as what I personally anticipated from them, to be honest. So, United, man, I'm singling out in Rashford. Oh, Rashford, man. I thought Rashford was one of his better games as well. For Rashford, I thought he had a better game compared to what he's been showing lately. He worked well. It was a good assist for Garnacho. He actually worked well off the ball as well. Rashford, that's been one of his biggest criticism. He doesn't work well off the ball. He did. He's playing on the right now. Garnacho is playing on the left. Bruno's or Casemiro's. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to say much about United. I still think this result shouldn't be saving Ten Hag. I don't think it should be saving him. Whatever decisions that United intended to make on Ten Hag, they should keep to it. United, and I mean, they were always going to win a couple of games, right? So I think it's one of those games. But shout out to Garnacho. That was a good performance from a good player. Um, let's see what United does with this. I think they have a favorable run of games from now on, so they could collect a couple of points, a couple of good points, and find themselves in a good position. We'll see, we'll see. But yeah, Brentford, yeah, it wasn't. I mean, yeah, that's basically it. That's basically it. That's been the Premier League roundup, and I tried to make it as short as I possibly can. Shout out to the teams that won, obviously, to the teams that won. Spurs being one of them. Yeah, Spurs won, as well as a good performance by them. Liverpool, Man City, Man United, they all did well. And then the rest of us, I guess we'll try again soon. We'll try again soon. We have good fixtures this weekend. We have good fixtures this weekend. I'll be dropping another video this week. I'm excited about the video I'll be dropping this week. I'll be dropping another video this week, maybe on Thursday. I'm going to let us enjoy this one first. Maybe on Thursday or Friday, I'll drop another video. But yeah, man, if you're here, please don't forget to subscribe. Uh, let's keep growing, man. The last video we dropped did actually well. I was actually impressed. So let's keep growing. Let's keep growing. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I'll be seeing you guys soon.